say that we do have time to answer everybody's questions and everything like that. But if you would put your questions in the box to the right of your screen where you're looking at us, we can see them, because if you put them at the bottom, you have to scroll down and it looks kind of crazy. So Sergio is asking, is that good for you or no?
What is good
So
for you?
we're not sure exactly what you mean. Are you talking about the master cleanse or
juicing or detoxing or eating raw and steamed vegetables.
So we'll wait for you to, we'll let her finish the point that she was making, and if you could just clarify, okay, the master cleanser, thank you.
I mean, I can't say whether or not is good for you or not. I think it's important to, what Master Cleanser does, and I'm not a doctor, I can only talk about what it did for me, is that it gives your body a time to rest. It pulls toxins out of your body, but the thing about Master Cleanser, it doesn't give you a transition. It doesn't tell you what to do the following day. It does not. Just make sure you all hear me on this. Plus, it does not tell you how to come off of the detox diet. And let me tell you, you have to know how to transition off of juicing. Now, once we do our webinar, I'll teach you how to do it, because I think that's the most important thing to actually doing all of this. One reason why I went longer than 21 days is because this time, I made an attempt to eat a bite of pizza, and let me tell you, I paid for it. I mean, it's that I was afraid. That's really the thing that made me realize that my body had rejected. My body said, you know what, we're not going back to that old way of life, and that we're moving forward.
So that was this final time that you had done juicing, and it was at what day did you try to eat that pizza and your body said no?
The final day of juicing, on the 21st day.
So what had you done different these last 21 days than the first 21 days, where your body had been trained well enough to say, no, we want healthier stuff?
Well, each time that I've ever done like any like fasting or detoxing or or 3-day juicing, 21-day juicing, is that no one taught me like how to transition off of it. That I kind of went back to my old ways. I remember the first time I fasted for 3 days, I decided that I was going to have a chicken Caesar salad. Someone in the kitchen had a little crush on me. They piled all this chicken on my salad. So I was like, cool, I'm going to eat good after 3 days fast. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die an hour later. Your body cannot go back to eating the way that it used to. You have to gradually start eating solid, and solid meaning like starting off with soup, and then, eating salad, and then eventually make your way into eating, like lean poultry, fish, and the carbs. But with this last 21-day diet, it was really like a revelation for me that I took one little bite of pizza that 21 days of juicing. And the next day,
and she means this last period.
Yeah, this last attempt of trying to juice, which was over a year ago. The next morning, I was on the floor for 2 hours. I fainted. And my husband thought that he was going to have to call the ambulance on me because I was in so much pain. I was cramping. And I realized then that my body was so clean that it said, no, we are not going back. This is it.
And that's exactly what Sergio just said. He says, so it's like training your body to eat healthy all over again. And that's exactly what all the experts will tell you that juicing does. You totally retrain your cravings.
Yes.
Because when you consume a lot of carbs, especially a lot of processed foods, what a lot of people don't understand is that the chemicals involved in the processing of the food they impact the cells that do the craving in the brain. And so there's a reason why if you eat enough McDonald's, you'll crave McDonald's every day. Well, healthy foods can do the same thing. You can become addicted to broccoli you can become addicted to juicing. I love mangoes.
I
Your
love
brain, exactly, your
I love
brain
spinach
is
and broccoli.
totally wired
Yes.
for craving. We're beings that are wired. I believe, and again, that's not an expert opinion or anything like that, but from what I've seen, we're all wired for cravings, and it's just a matter of what kind of cravings you give your brain to do the craving with.
Right, exactly. And because and not to get all spiritual on you all, but for me it's like my body says, it's like my body and my brain, we're not going back. We change. It's like I was reborn. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like I was born again. Because my brain, I'm telling you that the main thing that changed was my mindset of how I see food and how I see myself.
And again, and that's a huge point to get to be able to relate how you see yourself with how you see food serving you and food working for you. So now you have a relationship with food where you're looking at food and you're saying, no, you're supposed to work for me. You're not supposed to comfort me. You're not supposed to make me feel a certain way. You're not supposed to take my mind off something else. You are here to maximize the functions of my body.
Right. And you're right. Because the food works for you. It's your fuel. It's what gets you going. And food can affect your mood as well too. Um, there would be times when I would get hungry and I just I'm like, I want something to eat. And I would crave like carbs. And and I discovered too I'm an emotional eater. I get stressed out. What do? I read.
How many people are emotional eaters? That's a big thing.
And with this juicing, it balances your emotion. And
so we should say it can.
It can. If you do it the right way. And it makes me. Someone asked me, so what happened after the 21 days? And I told them, I feel like anything, like I can conquer the world. It's like my brain was rebooted. It's like someone shut down the computer, reprogrammed. That's the best way I can describe it. Mentally, I think I'm a different person. Emotionally, I think I'm a different person. I see myself so differently now. And I look back at myself and I say, wow, I had to really forgive myself and say, wow, I hated that I treated myself like this. And it's from lack of knowledge, lack of knowing, and not just realizing how food can work for your benefit or work against you. And it's like I had to apologize to myself for treating myself that way, and for thinking too that that I was eating healthy when I was not. So I went through like this phase. I kind of beat myself up for a while, and then I was okay. Now I move on because now I know better. How can I share this information with other people? And that's the thing about with juicing, not just juicing and eating raw and steamed vegetables, is that people want to say, okay, just give me the information that I need so that I can get anywhere, I can lose weight. You have to mentally prepare yourself, for this because you're going to change. If you want to do this 21 days of juicing and then transitioning to changing your lifestyle, you have to prepare yourself for it. Um, because you're going to change. You're going to change how you see yourself, how you look at food, and you change your entire lifestyle. This is the other thing you mentioned about, my family. I mean, I got to that point where I was like, no one is taking me off this lifestyle. No one's keeping me from it. If we go out someplace to eat, I'd rather just sit there and starve till I get my fruits and vegetables. Sonya can tell you that. People say, where you want to eat? I say, this is where I want to go to eat. So it's like, for me, I'm dictating how I want to eat and live. And everyone else just going to have to deal with it, or I prepare myself for it. Like I said, okay, I'm not going to be at this place, to get something. So I need to eat before I go. I need to prepare my food. I need to choose prior to that. I need to pack it. I need to do whatever I need to do because it's my way of life. You all may hear some background noise. That's my 7-year-old. Sonia's going to take care of that. But but that's the thing is that it changes your mindset. It changes your way of life. So when you're thinking about doing this, don't think about this as being a diet because dieting is so temporary. Um, Dieting is so temporary. Start saying to yourself, I'm changing my way of life. Just look at it that way. So when you decide to get on this program, you're not going on it for 21 days. You're going to do it really for the rest of your life.
And so it's interesting because you've heard her mention something about a webinar and she's talking about a program. We're actually in the process of bringing to you all her exact same steps to going down from a size 10. She was at a size 10.
Actually, a size 12. I found some.
Okay. Well, she was a size 12. I thought that because when I had seen some pictures.
Okay, I'm coming clean, y'all. It's a size 12.
We have on all our advertising that she went from a 10 to a 4 in 100 days, and apparently it was a size 12. I thought it was a little bit bigger just because we've been friends for so long and we've known each other. But she had so many requests for just her exact formula. And so we sat down and we said, well, we need to go ahead and bring it to the people. And so we're going to get you all contact information. We'll actually do another recast just again so you guys can get to know her better and you can feel comfortable and we can kind of like build that trust because it is in a community that people find support. But we're going to bring a webinar, a series of web trainings to you guys so you can see exactly how she went from 12 to 4 in 100 days.
Yes.
And then we're going to have a program where you can maintain your results or continue to build on your results if you so desire after your 21 days are over. So we're doing a lot of thinking about how we can meet you all's individual needs and collective needs, but also just to build a healthy lifestyle community. So we want to, and we see what you said, Sergio. Well, good for you. Congrats. Thank you. Or I guess she should be the one to say thank you. So we want to show you a couple of her clothes, and we'll also get you guys information on how you can join the Facebook group so that you can see more pictures before and after. But why don't you go ahead and show them?
Okay. I'm so embarrassed that I got up to size 12. I want to show you. This is actually my clothes. Yes, can you see size 12?
Yeah, that's good.
Size 12, okay? These are new pants, and they're new pants because I bought them, but I didn't like the fact that they were size 12. Like I said, this stuff is all mental. I hated that I had 12. But let me show you. I'm not going to even unbutton them. Okay, hold on. I told you guys I'm a very transparent person, but I'm not going to.
So you're able to see her figure now.
You see? You see that? And I decided to put a top on up under here because I didn't want to show too much flesh. Didn't know who was on. Didn't know who was walking in. Okay, you see these pants? Okay, let me show you a little trick. Okay, in order to find out whether or not clothes can actually fit you properly, you don't feel like going into the dressing room. You take the pants like this and you wrap them around your neck. Okay, so I had this much extra space, right? But I'm gonna open it up and show you. That's like a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh, 8 inches. Woo! Now watch this. I'm not unbuttoning these pants. I'm not gonna unbutton them, okay? And there's no elastic. Can you see that?
Okay, so can you guys see all that space?
Okay,